the sun starts to set, you're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between our visitors and our home team. On the Cap sideline, look at their head coach. These guys coming off back-to-back losses. And across the field, the Steamers and their head coach. Her guys enjoying not just home field advantage in this one, but also some added rest. They're coming off the bye week. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And away we go from Oakland. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll go play action. They'll bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
19-18.
Shotgun handoff for Vaughn. And you won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40.
Go.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds his back complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Ready. Gravity Lions. Ready.
Up the middle, Vaughn. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. They toss to Williams, headed right. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Steamers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
PAT effort coming up. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Steamers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. And what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
First and 10 from the 32.
Come on. Hit. Crack all 80.
They'll come out throwing. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Cedric.
The 49-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stretch the eagle.
Shotgun now on third down. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's good for a couple of yards. And that gives him the first.
I'll pick up with 2 yards. First down, pass.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing from the gun here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And the Steamers tap it as he records the first interception of his young career. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
the cookie. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
For an Oakland first.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. Still a 1-possession game in the early stages. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard
That's just
line.
not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Vaughn running dead ahead. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Complete out to the right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The give now to Vaughn. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 86.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Throw here, third down. Brought in. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. 2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They're going to try and throw it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. Complete out to the right. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Back out runs their offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Here we go. Start.
Throwing from the gun. Gets him on the in route. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Collects this at the 35. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. This offense making its way back out now. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling.
Ready? 19 Charger. Ready?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Darian Porter. And he's making the house call here. It's a touchdown on the pick 6.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Steamers take a 3-possession lead.
17. That's nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. The offense getting set to go. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock. Coming off that pick six that just made the hole they're in deeper. Back to the air following that pick six. Finds his man over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Moving back, sent in motion left. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, I got to imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, well, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup, gained about 8, 2nd down. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Oakland in just a moment.
Ready.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught. Here's Deuce Vaughn. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
5-yard gain on the play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Good for an Oakland 1st down.
Come on.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They're going play action. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Steamers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, he's got space to fit that post in. Like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Caps nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense ready to get going again now. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to be down, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there, and a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Ready.
First down, play action. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Let's go now.
Throwing again on 2nd. Oh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
3rd down. 3rd and 1.
Hold the ready. Back. Catch the Eagle. Catch the Eagle. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That that is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steamers offense and Shimarain DK ready to go once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. We'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 25.
Throwing off the play fake. Big gain downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Dropping back to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete from the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
And a good stop by the defense to limit this damage. They gave up 8, but they still forced this 4th down.
8-yard gain.
Steamers getting their punt team out there. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Another throw here on 2nd down. Cut out left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll air it out on 3rd. He rolls to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Caps ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Offense to the line. Here we go. Drive starts with a carry by White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Handoff now out of the gun. Now that's not what with the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
This was a miss hit, Brock, low and pretty short. And this one will careen out of bounds, just in enemy territory there. Now this offense ready to head back out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to number 85.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 10.
Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's down. It looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. He's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. On the move, past the 40. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a new set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw here on first. And they pick him off again. And the Steamers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Four picks, one game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Second down now, 7 to go. I'll throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Oakland first down.
Trying the right side with Vaughn. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Go! Cowboy 80.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Their offense running back out now. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. It is cut left side. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. Putting a receiver in motion. Second down pass play coming. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. Here's the Caps punt team now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. Another drive coming up for this offense. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Throw left side, complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to...
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. 30. And the Caps will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
1st down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They call pass on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Caps parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
They are taking the offense off. All right, leaving them out, trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown in that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Brown with a return here. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. This offense getting all set for this series. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. So 1st down from the 41. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he just just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Now after the incomplete pass, we've got someone shaken up and in need of some medical attention. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19, touch.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He was taken down.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
On the set.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here comes their offense out again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Pass play coming here. Finds him on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd down from the gun. Finds the football outside. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Montreal, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 27.
Sticking to the air here. Connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Caps can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Offense staying out, looking for 2 more.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for number 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a one-possession game.
16.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Ready.
Here's Williams to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready, ready, ready.
A give to Vaughn out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll go play action on first down. They did it! He made the interception! Hits the 20. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 for the touchdown. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
So the defense scores. Now out comes their offense to try to tack on 2 more.
The offense will line up.
Back to throw. And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Has this at the 6. Here is hitting the balls out. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll come out throwing. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's...
on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Ball on the tee, and here we go. Return coming from the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And as they return to the field, Brock, he's going to be trying to make up for that pick 6. Wants to get them the lead back.
That's exactly the mentality you've got to have as quarterback. In these moments, in the fourth quarter especially, Kate, this is what separates the good ones from the great ones.
And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Quick throw to the left is complete. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down.
Ready, 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 ready.
Vaughn on the carry. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
That's good.
Ready.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Oakland. Steamers down by only 3.
46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 46-yard line.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And an Oakland 1st down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He'll look to throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Caught quickly on the slant. And the defense recovers. And this skips out at the 2-yard line, dangerously close to a touchback, but they'll be set up near the goal line instead. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting. For the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it can be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 60 bison, 60 bison.
Vaughn can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19. Go.
To throw. Oh, what a time for some big plays up front, partner. Back-to-back losses, and they force a 4th and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
Vaughn will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him.
Okay, break.
Setting up, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. They've got to keep moving quick here.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Now to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
6 yards.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Fielded at the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Escapes the pockets, and he's brought down after a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's everything he has under this one. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. That play straight ahead. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At the 49-yard line.
On the ready.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. This to win the game. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. Well, both teams have battled not just each other over 4 quarters, Brock, but these elements as well, and it's not letting up. Overtime is underway. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they fought hard not just against their opponents out on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents here in these stands. Now a chance to be the first ones to answer the bell and take the early lead here in overtime. Connecting on the slant. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Rolling from the gun here. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And it looks like the offense recovered. Well, all reviews in overtime have to come from the officials. And we have one coming here. They want one more look at that play.
Play is under review.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's going to push one deep down the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 4th and short. They'll send out the punting unit. And this needs to be a good one. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. The offense headed back to the field. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complementary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. But they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Now, hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Hits him on the in route. Still has some space inside the 35. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Ready.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
From the red zone now. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Tight and focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 70s, go.
Now looking to throw. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one.